You're listening to ABCGH Spoilers, Entertainment News. Hey, General Hospital fans, we have got amazing casting news. Kirsten Storms is officially back on set filming at GH. And that means Maxie Jones wakes up soon from her coma. And that means Nathan West, who may be a big old faker, could be exposed soon. Things have changed a lot in Port Charles since Sidwell put Maxie into that coma. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and we're going to give you Kirsten's first air date. Talk about what happens when Maxie wakes up and what this means for Nathan, who's not acting like himself at all. But please subscribe if you're not following us. Let's get into it. Alright, so Kirsten Storms recently shared on social media on her Instagram that she's back at work. She's in the General Hospital studio. She took a dressing room photo, so she's back to it after taking an extended leave of absence from the soap while she and her daughter Harper Barish moved from LA to Tennessee. Kirsten's ex-husband and former GHC partner Brandon Barish and his new wife relocated to Nashville. And since Kirsten and Brandon co-parent, she moved there as well, which put Kirsten happily closer to her best friend, ex-Lulu actress Emmy Ryland. Kirsten is just a few hours' drive from Emmy, who lives in St. Louis, Missouri now. Plus, Kirsten also needed time off because she was having medical issues. If you remember, the Maxie actress had a growth on her brain removed a couple of years ago, and then more recently, doctors found an aneurysm, but Kirsten seems to be doing better. She didn't need a surgery or procedure for the aneurysm. They're just watching it. So, she's been released. She's back at work. So, as it stands, we've not seen Maxie on screen since August 2025 when she fell into a coma. Well, technically, she was pushed into a coma by mega villain Jen Sidwell. And since then, Maxie has been in a long-term care facility in Boston. Her family visits often. That's Mac and Felicia. And Max's kids go visit her. But there's somebody who hasn't been to visit her. And very soon we're going to see her awake from that pesky coma, because Kirsten's first air date is Thursday, February 12th. That's just 3 weeks away. And it is smack in the middle of February sweeps. So GH fans cannot wait for Max's return, cause while she was sleeping, her late husband Nathan West came back from the dead. Most people are excited at the possibility that Maxie and Nathan are going to reunite. But we'll have to wait and see if Maxie and Nathan are meant to be, because when she went into that coma, Maxie was with Spinelli and in love and building a life with him. So, Maxie is going to have a lot to adjust to when she wakes up. And I'm sure that Mac, Felicia, and Spinelli, probably the doctors as well, are going to want to ease her gently into everything that's changed while she's been in that coma. Max's family, along with Lulu and Dante and others, have all been so worried and hoping that she'll wake up soon. But we got to wonder, when Maxie does wake up, will Nathan rush there to Boston to see Maxie? As of now, there's not been one word uttered on General Hospital about Nathan ever going to visit Maxie in Boston, which is very strange. That's his soulmate, right? So, why hasn't Nathan been there to see her? And that's also a red flag that this may not really be Nathan. It's his body, but he may not be the one in the mental driver's seat. Also, I bet Mac and Felicia will tell Nathan not to come, even if he asks to see Maxie when she wakes up. And here's why. Seeing her dead husband, Nathan, would be a huge shock to Max's system. And I'm sure Felicia doesn't want to stress her daughter out. She'll be medically fragile coming out of that coma. So, a giant shock is a terrible idea. Not only is Nathan alive after 7 years of Maxie believing he was dead, but his sister Britt is back from the dead, too. And between now and then, we're going to see on screen something that's been teased in General Hospital winter spoilers. We're going to see Lulu and Nathan in each other's arms while they're out alone, stressed out, and they're chasing Charlotte because she has ditched her PCPD detail. And Lulu and Nathan go together to look for her. And we've already seen Lulu and Nathan getting a heck of a lot closer. They have that and missing years of your life bond going for them. And Dante's not with Lulu. And there's definitely some sparks. And I think that's going to intensify between now and when Maxie wakes up and returns to Port Charles. And given Kirsten's return air date, the Lulu and Nathan thing should happen pretty soon. That'll be part of February sweeps, too, which runs through this coming Thursday, January 29th, all the way through February 25th. Also, Nathan's deepening connection with Lulu is one more red flag to me that hence somebody has taken over Nathan's brain. When Ryan Pavey first came back, we saw Nathan literally crash back into Port Charles in a stolen truck. He was taken to General Hospital and admitted as a John Doe. But then lots of people started recognizing him and they're like, holy cow, that can't be him. He's dead. It seemed impossible that Nathan was back. So they ran a DNA test and that guy is a match for presumed dead Nathan West. But again, aside from the DNA, there's just so many red flags that suggest he's not actually in control of his mind and his body and himself. First, Nathan claims to have no memory of the last 7 years. That is entirely too suspicious. And we know he was running from someone in that stolen vehicle that Lulu found him crashed in. Also very suspicious. But the biggest red flag was the reaction Britt had to seeing her brother Nathan alive and at General Hospital. Because Britt wasn't shocked and overjoyed like her mom Lissel was or like Nina is, who considers Nathan her brother because they were raised as siblings. Instead, Britt was very off-put. She was very disturbed by his presence but also seemed unsurprised to see him alive. Our first thought was Nathan's brain's been reprogrammed. And this may not really be Max's husband we're seeing. This may be somebody else who's basically wearing a Nathan skin suit pretending to be him. His twisted half-brother there Peter August seems a likely option, or his insane father Faison. But so far we know that Anders Hov is only doing voiceover work from his home for these Anna scenes. So just the Faison voice because he's in Denmark. He is not in Los Angeles filming General Hospital. And it could be somebody obsessed with Lulu because of how close this Nathan-looking person is getting to her while he is ignoring his wife Maxie, who's languishing in a coma. And if Nathan doesn't declare his love for Maxie right after they're reunited, after she wakes up, I will be totally convinced it's not him. That would be the biggest red flag of all, that it's not really Nathan or that somebody else is in control. And I'm sure they can dig the real Nathan out. But with Maxie waking up soon, hopefully GH is going to speed up this Nathan storyline. We need to know where he's been the past 7 years and what happened to him. We'll see how it plays out, but I cannot wait to see Maxie on screen again. And I'm so excited to welcome Kirsten Storms back to General Hospital. Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.